The best interview in baseball is presented by Corona, and we welcome in AL Rookie of the Month, the Red Sox, Kristian Campbell. Kristian, your first home run ball landed in the Red Sox bullpen, so it must have been super easy getting the ball back, no?
Yeah, they gave me it back. They played a little game with me at first. You know, they tried to negotiate for the ball at first, but they ended up giving it to me, and I got to give it to my family the next day.
Oh, that's so good, man. That's the best right there. Hey, Kristian, I don't know if you know this, but you kind of do because he'll let you know. You're sitting next to Boston royalty right now in 1-5, Kevin Millar.
I know.
He was sitting courtside last night at the C's games, the Celtics games. Your manager was behind him. Are you now, because you're walking around with him, are you getting the royal treatment there in Boston?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely feel it. Every step of the way in Boston, I feel it.
Dude, that is unbelievable. By the way, I did get a FaceTime call from Alice Cora, and he's like, bro, what about the seats? I'm like, I guess this is still 21 years later. I got some good seats here, but it was awesome to be on Cora. That was my first time really, watching a basketball game, seeing how big those guys are. I was like, oh, my God, I'm short. I was coming like the rib area, the oblique area. Terrible. I do want to ask you, because this is a great story, coming from a little mouse in that clubhouse. Let's talk about your first road trip and what question you asked, kind of like the way it is in the show.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the first thing I asked Coach when we got to Mexico was, who's my roommate? And I didn't realize that we didn't have roommates in the major leagues. That's what I was used to in the minor leagues. So I was looking around trying to see who was my roommate, and they were just joking around with me for the next week or two, just kept asking me who's my roommate everywhere we went, and I'm like, I don't have one. And they kept bugging me and kept playing around with me. So, yeah, I don't have roommates in the major leagues.
It's so good, though. That's so refreshing because it is. We always get bunked up, and you're always dying to have a good roommate. Ryan Dempster and I were roommates for many years. He was the housekeeper. He was the cooker. I was kind of like just the dude trying to worry about the 2-1 cutter the next day. But, yeah, exactly right. I do want to ask you, because you're way richer than Uncle Kevin. About a week into it, you signed an awesome deal. 8 years, $60 million, which I thought is phenomenal. Gives you a little security and just a player that they didn't need a whole lot to see that you play the game and play the game right. Have you made a big purchase? Is there a cool thing that you've bought so far?
I actually haven't yet. Still thinking about it. Maybe in the offseason I might come up with something, but I actually haven't made a big purchase yet. I've just been focused on the game so far.
What's the one thing maybe that you want to buy maybe after the offseason?
I don't even know.
Land. Buy a lot of land, Kristian. They're not building any more of it.
Yeah, give me some advice. Like, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think you just buy yourself some land, and then you just kind of hang out, you play ball, and then when you're done playing ball 15, 20 years later, then all of a sudden that land's like 4X.
Okay.
So there you go. I'm going to say real estate, because they don't make any more dirt. That's the one thing we've always learned. Okay, I do want to get into your Georgia Tech days. Chandler Simpson with the Rays. Electric. Fastest dude I think I've seen on the field. We've all seen some guys that can run, but talk to me a little bit about this dude right here in your Georgia Tech days.
He's extremely fun to watch. He's an extremely exciting player to be around and a really good person. Being on the field with him is crazy to watch. He's the fastest person I've ever played with also. So he's a smart plug. He's somebody you want at the top of your lineup to get on base for you. He's going to do his job, and he's really good at it. So he's a really good defender out there in center field. So it's everything you could ask for a guy like him, and he's been great so far.
Kristian, in an interview, you said you prefer to call your teammates friends over teammates. Now it's time for our Corona vibe check. Who is your vibes guy that helps you get into the right mindset before the game?
I gotta say Reggie.
Yeah,
you gotta go with Reggie. Yeah, gets me right before the game. Keeps me on track. You know, we warm up together sometimes before the games. We get out there early and just talk about baseball. He's talks about baseball 24/7, so it's always a good guy to talk to, and he's always focused.
Yeah, dude.
You also said your favorite childhood TV show is SpongeBob SquarePants. Which teammate reminds you, or should I say friend, reminds you the most of a SpongeBob character?
Great question. It's got to be a pitcher.
Man, I would say, I'm looking at the characters down there. I would say,
it's got a little Devers in there, maybe.
Yeah, I would say Devers. For sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one exactly. I would say Devers though. He has that energy and just,
He's just a cool dude.
Yeah, he's just a cool dude. So I would say Devers for sure.
Yeah, keeps an even keel. I like that. Hey, you come from an athletic family, Kristian. Your dad played quarterback at University of Tennessee, which is really awesome. And I'm curious, is he one of those dads who threw in the old tapes?
He was a running back.
He was a running back at University of Tennessee. Was he one of the dads who threw in the tapes and said, son, look at this right here, or was he pretty humble about it all?
Pretty humble about it. Played two different sports, so pretty humble about it. But I never played football, so I never really seen any of that. But he'll definitely let me know what times he played. He still lifts like he plays football, so he can lift some weight. Yeah, he still lifts like he plays football. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's still throwing up. on the bench and everything.
It's unbelievable, right? I think we saw him on camera. Speaking of that, when you guys were in Texas, I want you to give a little love to you. Got a younger brother that's a junior, I think 16 years old. And when we were talking, you talked to my son and his buddies that were in junior college. And I love that because they look up to you, and you're new to this game, but yet you've gone through this process. And talking baseball to them, you have a brother that's a junior that you said maybe might be better than you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's learning everything the right way at an early age. I'm the first baseball player in my family, so me and my dad were trying our hardest, trying to learn everything ourselves and try to get the best advice as possible. But I'm at this level now, and I get to teach my brother at a younger age.
Awesome. What a blessing.
So he's learning everything right for the first time, and he's pretty much exactly like me, just knows a little bit more about baseball, just coming from firsthand experience. Because my dad was a football player, so he never played baseball. So I was learning baseball from a football player, and my brother's learning baseball from a professional baseball player now. So he's definitely getting the better half of it, and he's an athlete, so he's good.
What position does he play, and what's the best advice that as a big bro can give a little bro?
Right now he's a shortstop, second base, third base, infielder, pretty much. Same thing as me. Everywhere in the infield. He can play outfield also. He's an athlete. Pretty much the exact same as me. He's about the same size as me too already at 16.
Already at 16?
Crazy.
That's right. Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, he's about like 6'3", 205 right now. So he's pretty big for his age. But yeah, the advice I always give to him is to trust the process. It's going to be tough. There's going to be a lot of learning curves when it comes to baseball. There's a lot of ups and downs, but try to stay even keel as possible. And, stay confident no matter what you do. I think confidence is a big thing for baseball, and you need that to be successful.
It's so true, man. You got to find that level-headed mind, and it's not this big thing because that's what you do in the game. But I want to get to your nickname. That there's a nickname out there, and when you hear Barry Bonds, explain to me this nickname.
That was the nickname I was given by Roman and Marcelo in Double A. when I got to Double A, I got called up, I think June last year to Double A, and
Portland Sea Dogs, right?
Yeah, Portland Sea Dogs, and they were there already. And got up to a hot start. I was hitting home runs, getting hits, doing a little bit of everything. And I walked into the locker room one day, and they said Barry, and I didn't answer for the first couple of times because I didn't know who they were talking about. They kept saying Barry, and I started looking. I was like, who are they talking about? We don't have a Barry on this team. And they're looking at me, and they say, yeah, you're Barry Bonds now. And they just kept calling me out for the rest of the year, Barry.
I played there for 2 years, by the way, Sea Dogs. There's like a little plaque over there somewhere. I'm like, man, yeah, you only get plaques when you play for 2 years. I felt like I played like there for a 5-year period. But what a great place. Hadlock Field and stuff, right?
Great people, great fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, great memories of that town, man. I got to play there as well. That's where I got called up to the big leagues from. And I gave up homers. I didn't hit homers. You and Kevin hit homers in the show. Kevin got to high five. That was the celebration. When Boston hit homers back when he was playing, it was high fives. But you guys have a pretty awesome celebration. After you hit a home run, you put on the Wally helmet. And I got to know the hard-hitting question right now. Kristian, 1 month into the season, what does the inside of that helmet smell like?
It's not as bad as you think. You really don't smell it because like your nose is like in the middle of it. So you might get some fur in your mouth from your mouth being at the bottom of it. But your breathing is fine in the Wally helmet. It's good.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Just Febreze it maybe once every couple months. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Little squirt here and there. It's time now, Kristian, for Secret Santos. This is the part of the show where you tell us a secret about yourself that nobody knows.
Growing up, I took guitar lessons.
Guitar lessons. E minor,
still playing?
C.
Still playing?
No. I stopped. I stopped in high school. I took a class in high school, and I took classes prior to that. And I was into it for a minute just to try to find a hobby outside of sports. Because I was a big flag football guy, ultimate frisbee, like basketball whenever I could. I never played any of them seriously besides baseball, but I would always try to play a sport like intramurals or go to school early to get into the gym. But I tried to pick up something that was non-baseball related or non-sports related, and I tried to guitar for a little bit, and it was fun. But I stopped eventually. Yeah, exactly. That was the thing. You get the calluses on your fingers, and you got to stick with it for sure if you want to be good at it. So
good.
Secret is you quit the guitar. Quit the guitar. We got it.
Quit the guitar, picked up the baseball bat.
That was awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. We appreciate
Thanks so
you.
much for
got a big
joining us.
hitters meeting right
Kristian.
now.
Our focus in Japan is to grow MLB fans and brand awareness across the country through leveraging our local stars, along with other stars of our league, our clubs, and our unique culture.
Our investment strategy there is to meet the market not only where it is, but where it will be, and create digital products that are localized and make sense for the Japanese fan. Japan's really important to Major League Baseball. It's a large, sophisticated consumer base. It's a very modern economy that is very digital forward. Baseball always has been and always will be a global game. And it's up to us on the business side to not just identify, but lean into those markets. The Tokyo Series is a showcase for everyone. It's for the country of Japan, for Major League Baseball. It was a showcase for the individual players to create this really elevated stage.
The MLB Tokyo Series was important for international efforts in reinforcing a positive sentiment around the potential of markets outside of the United States. It showed that with the right pieces in place, there's potential for an international market to turn into an absolute monster.
As you navigate through Tokyo during that time, you were seeing signage for Major League Baseball everywhere.
And through the MLB Tokyo Series, which featured 5 local stars, we had 25 million and 23 million tune in for Game 1 and Game 2 between the Dodgers and the Cubs.
This is pretty seminal stuff. MLB is really focused on taking all the energy and momentum that came out of the Tokyo Series and making that something regular. Our digital investment was a key strategy there. How do we capture people's attention and then keep it? We have expanded our native language content across the app, on our website. The MLB app was primarily an English experience if you were a fan in Japan. So what we've done now with our update for the start of the season is that if your device local language is set to Japanese, we're going to give you a Japanese experience. Key investments that we focus on that I'm really excited about. Game Day, which is our live play-by-play product. It's low latency, high quality data that integrates 3D renderings, it integrates video highlights, it's real time, and we were able to make a Japanese version of Game Day available for the Tokyo Series, and it's live now for all MLB games. It's not just about producing the content, but having the editorial direction to understand what do fans need and what do fans want in that market.
I feel it's a great way for our fans here in Japan to learn more about the culture, get to know Major League Baseball at a deeper level.
Revenue opportunities for expanded audience in Japanese are severalfold. We currently have existing relationships across most of our key business lines. This basically allows us to really accelerate the multiples and the audience of that so that we can say, hey, we don't just have like a modest audience, we have a rapidly accelerating audience. You have this tipping point of so many players coming to Major League Baseball of Japanese origin, and they are not just there, they're performing at the highest level. And it was important for us to invest now there because we needed to meet the moment of all that interest.
I think the trajectory for consumption of Major League Baseball is in a really good place right now. I think we're in a great place in terms of youth participation. MLB is very invested into making sure we get as many kids involved in organized baseball as we can over the next few years.
What are you doing to grow the game globally? It's very easy to say, like, look at what we just did in Japan. Look at what our investments are in the Tokyo Series and digitally. You have to be competitive in more than one market.